All right, just a second ago we were hearing a very, very beautiful cover of Everybody Plays the Fool, and the singer of that beautiful tune is the one and only Amy Hanaiali'i. Did I get that right?
Perfect.
I didn't get that right. I butchered it.
It's okay.
Well, Amy, you have a beautiful last name as well as a beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the show. I appreciate it.
Thank you. It's my pleasure. Thank you for having me.
So, Amy, you're in California right now. You're a native of Hawaii, obviously, but you're in California right now, and you're going to be playing Yoshi's on Thursday. Go to yoshis.com, get yourself a pair of tickets, and I believe the show is at 8 p.m. I should mention, too, there's also a meet and greet where people can meet you, but it may be sold out. I have to check on that. But either way, head on over to yoshis.com for tickets to Amy's show on Thursday.
Awesome. Thank you for that.
So where are you right now? You're in California, you said?
Yeah, I'm in Napa. I did a concert at Napa Performing Arts Center here in Napa, and I'm heading into San Fran is going to be like our base, and then I'm going up to a place called Don Quixote's Music Hall.
Oh, yeah.
In Felton, and then we're coming back to Yoshi's on Thursday.
Would you say California is your second favorite state?
I would say, yeah.
Good.
I love California, and I love Napa.
Yeah.
We went to a winery yesterday, and we did wine tasting all through Napa, and that was really fun.
Does it make it hard to perform when you have all the wine going on?
Oh, no. I just taste, and then I pass the glass on. But, San Francisco is one of my I've played all over San Francisco. I've played the Performing Arts Center. I brought live theater back to the Castro Theater a couple years back, and I love San Francisco. It's such a cool city.
Again, Amy Hanaiali'i is on the phone with me right now. Her website is AMYHANAIGILLIOM.com, and on Twitter it's a little easier. It's HANAIALII. It's just too easy.
My website is AmyHanaiali'i.com.
Yes.
Or you can just type in Amy. I'm the only Amy in the entire state of Hawaii that does what I do.
I saw that earlier. Yeah, if you just type in a few letters, it'll pick it up on Google. And
exactly.
Obviously, you're one of the. I think I read you're the best-selling of all time artist on Hawaii, musical artist. So that's very cool. And you've been nominated.
Thank you.
You've been nominated for several Grammys as well.
Yes.
I think it's your most recent album is Friends and Family of Hawaii, which you have a lot of guests on, and the song I just played, Everybody Plays the Fool, you had a really cool reggae beat with it. Who were some of the musicians you worked with on that album?
That's a really cool. We have like a huge following in Hawaii called Hawaiian music, which is a mixture of kind of Hawaiian feel with a reggae beat. It's huge in Hawaii. And the guys that are on that track with me is a group called Rebel Soldiers. And that whole album is kind of fun. I did a duet with Willie Nelson. I did all the greats of Hawaiian music. I did a duet with all of them. So it was a really, really fun album to record.
Did Willie...
I actually recorded... Pardon?
I was going to say, did Willie Nelson make you smoke a lot of pot?
No, it was. I booked it early in the morning so I wouldn't be subjected to that. So he kind of rolled in, and that was a fun album. Jack Johnson's a really, really close friend of mine. I recorded that at his studio in Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I'm going to play the What Is Life, the George Harrison cover, too. I love that song.
That is I'm doing a duet with my cousin John Cruz, who is also a huge celebrity out of Hawaii. You'll love his voice. It's very folky, very organic and different. And so, yeah, very cool.
I love George Harrison, too, and All Things Must Pass is one of my favorite records that I can think of.
Right,
so.
Right.
So what island do you call home?
I live on Maui. I'm a Maui girl. I lived there my entire life. I have the opportunity of touring the world and then going home there. That's
not a bad way to live. Willie Nelson lives on Maui, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
I've never been to Hawaii. Is that the best island to go to?
Each island has their own different character. Maui is in between, like Molokai, where my family is really from, doesn't have a stoplight. There's no McDonald's. It's very old. It's like Hawaii 100 years ago. Maui is the next place. It's a little bit more modern. beautiful beaches, just breathtaking. And then Honolulu is closer to San Francisco. So Maui's kind of in between there. We can be very, backyard, more organic, or very metropolitan, cosmopolitan more.
Right. Does all the tourism bother you? I mean, you've lived there your whole life. Does it ever get annoying?
You mean the touring?
Yeah. No, the tourism of your home state.
No, it doesn't bother me. I mean, a lot of our families, that's how we survive, is on the tourist industry. Mm-hmm. Sometimes I wish that our tourism industry was a little bit more authentic, rather than the kind of the wiki-waki hula show. But, it is what it is, and we're just happy that people come and have time to get in the ocean and relax and have a really great time.
What's the inside secret? What is the best beach on Hawaii?
I think that probably the best beach that I grew up on is a beach called Makena that's in Kihei. Uh-huh. It's past when I was a little girl in Kihei, which is like where the Grand Wailea is, the Four Seasons, all the posh hotels are there. Those weren't there at all. Like, it was nothing. There was just a dirt road and just endless beaches. Now it's a little bit more built up. If you go to the very end of Kihei, there's a beach that's breathtaking, and it's called Makena.
Makena. I'm going to remember that, and whenever I go out there, I'll be there.
If you like to body surf, that's the place to go.
No, to be honest, all that stuff scares the crap out of me. I can't surf. I can swim, but yeah, no, that's not in my blood.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Awesome.
So when are you heading back into the studio? Do you have another album coming out?
I'm kind of a trailblazer in Hawaii. I have 15 albums, and most of them are in Hawaiian language.
Right.
I kind of went out on a limb this year and recorded an album in New York. It's a full R&B album.
Wow.
A little bit of jazz mixed into it. I wrote a song called Live, Love, and Learn that I have a duet with Michael McDonald on. And
Doobie Brothers.
With the Doobie Brothers, yeah. And that's going to be coming out hopefully by the end of this year. You never know if you can do it unless you try.
Right.
So, and I have very fortunate to have a very large built-in fan base that I'm very fortunate to sell a lot of albums. So we're kind of hoping that I can kind of cross it over with this album and really show people the real, true aloha spirit of Hawaii.
That's very cool.
So we'll see. Thank you.
Very, very cool.
I'm stoked about that.
Will you tell us a little bit about your grandmother, too? Because she was very popular in Hawaii as well.
Right. Back in the day, like in the 1930s, there's a very famous hotel in Waikiki. The first hotel ever built, it's called the Royal Hawaiian Hotel. And anybody who's ever been to Hawaii knows that hotel. It's very nostalgic. Anyway, my grandmother was one of the original hula dancers there. From there, she went on to the Lexington Hotel in New York. Like, this is like the late 1930s.
Wow.
And for a local girl, to go there, I mean, that's like going from a beach to like fully in the heart of, everything modern technology. I mean, it's crazy that she went to a place called the Hawaiian Room at the Lexington Hotel and entertained there for many years. And there she did Hell's A-Poppin' on Broadway with Johnson and Olsen, and, was truly a trailblazer of Hawaiian music and hula. Then came to California, where she had a hula studio across from Grauman's Chinese Theater. And there, while West Side Story was being rehearsed upstairs, the movie, Jose Greco, all the major movies that were being rehearsed upstairs, she had her hula studio downstairs. So if you notice, like in the 40s and 50s in Hollywood, there were a lot of like Hawaiian influence starting to go in, like Shirley Temple dancing hula, Sonia Henny on ice skates, Eleanor Powell in Pagan Love Song. My grandmother choreographed all of those big movies that were coming out of Hollywood.
That's amazing.
Yeah, super cool. Yeah.
That's very cool.
So my father grew up on the back lots of MGM. Like, my dad's in the original Time Machine. He's like a warlock.
Wow.
So he like grew up with all the cowboys and Indians, John Wayne, and that was like, as a little boy growing up, and with all the cowboys and Indians that were filming at that time, my dad was just like in the heart of all of it.
That is so cool. I didn't realize there was such an intense backstory.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. And so my grandma, at that time, while Hollywood was going on, there was a show called The Harry Owens Show, which anybody at that time knew what that was. It was the only show live on TV, black and white, that was about Hawaii. So when I show, like I'm in concert right now, I'm showing huge video footage of that time period. And I tell you, in Napa when I played, there were so many people afterwards came up and said, we totally used to watch that show. Like, I remember vividly watching that show, as a little kid.
Yeah,
so, it's kind of cool.
It's very cool. I mean, now that you mention it, yeah, the whole 40s, 50s, even the 60s. I'm thinking, Elvis, when he did some beach movie in Hawaii.
Exactly.
I think. All that.
All my cousins are in that movie.
Wow.
In the Hawaii movie.
Wow.
Yeah.
What was the name of the Elvis one?
It was called Blue Hawaii.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my cousin Lanika is in that movie.
That is cool.
Isn't that cool?
Wow.
Yeah. Elvis loved Hawaii.
Yeah,
totally
he did.
loved Hawaii.
And bacon.
And it's, anybody who's ever been touched by Hawaii, it's a very magical place,
Yeah, I can't wait to come out and visit. Soon, I hope.
Very soon.
Very soon. I'm coming to McKenna Beach.
Exactly.
Well, thanks so much, Amy, for calling in. And I'm going to go ahead and play What Is Life, and that's off your Friends and Family at Hawaii album. But again, everybody, go out and see Amy live. She's going to be at Yoshi's on Thursday, 8 p.m. in San Francisco. Go to yoshis.com. Get yourself a pair of tickets. And for one lucky fan, I have one pair I'm going to give away right now, 415-346-5376. Amy, thanks again for calling in. Have a great show.
Thank you.
And if I ever make it out...
the sunshine
when
we arrive.
Oh, you're in bad luck. It's pouring rain right now.
Oh, that's all right. We'll have sunshine in the theater that night.
Hopefully, yes. All right, Amy.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Take care. Have a good show.
Day.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.